White flag is raised. They're off in the second grade one, the Racing TV, €12 per month this weekend only, juvenile hurdle. 8 flights to jump, and it's scenic look. Ben Siegel taking them on to the first flight, followed by the grey Fil Dor. And then that one stable companion, the Tide Turns. Vauban is on the outside. As they jump the first flight, they're all safely over. Coming up to passes, good run of the second flight, and it's scenic look with a narrow advantage from Ben Siegel. Close up in third is Fil Dor, unbeaten in his 3 jumping starts, and then the Tide Turns. Vauban next with 6 feet apart, and Len. Vadeli next with a couple of lengths to Il Était Temps. Turning away to flights 2 and 3, and it's scenic look, one of the outsiders, in Dad O'Keefe, just showing in front of Ben Siegel and Sean Flanagan. In third place is Fil Dor and Davy Russell as they reach the second flight. A couple of lengths to the Tide Turns, and Jack Kennedy with running the rails 6 feet apart, and JJ Slevin. The leaders are tracked by Vauban and Paul Townend, and then Len, Mark Walsh alongside Vadeli, and Rachel Blackmore with the back marker Il Était Temps and Danny Mullins. Good run into the back straight to the fourth flight, taking them to the halfway stage, and it's scenic look with Fil Dor moving up on the outside to dispute the lead. Ben Siegel has dropped a spot to third, and then the Tide Turns, and on the outside Vauban next to 6 feet apart with Len, and then Vadeli and Il Était Temps is the back marker of the 9. Heading down the back straight to flights 4, 5, and 6. Matching strides, scenic look, and Fil Dor a length in front of the Tide Turns, contesting third place with Ben Siegel. They're tracked by Vauban, Vadeli next on the outside of 6 feet apart, and then Len, and Il Était Temps remains the back marker. Over the first flight in the back straight as they come inside the halfway point, and it's scenic look continuing up front. Leads the stable companions Fil Dor and the Tide Turns. On the inside is Ben Siegel, and then Vauban, the Spotted Silks, on the outside in 5th. Vadeli next with Len and 6 feet apart. Slight mistake by Len at that one. Il Était Temps remains the back marker. Little more than 6 furlongs to go, heading to the last flight in the back straight 3 from the finish, and the Racing TV €12 per month this weekend only, juvenile hurdle. Scenic look and Fil Dor to the last in the back straight, over together, followed by the Tide Turns. On the outside is Vauban with Len taking closer order in between horses. On the rail is Ben Siegel, and then 6 feet apart, and Vadeli, and at the back of the field Il Était Temps. Tightly grouped, less than 5 lengths covering them, turning towards the second last flight. And it's Fil Dor, the grey, on the outside of scenic look. Vauban has moved into third, and then the Tide Turns with Ben Siegel on the inside. In between horses is Len. Making a forward move is Il Était Temps, and then Vadeli and 6 feet apart, knocked back to the rear of the field as they face the second last. And it's Fil Dor rising with scenic look, and Vauban closing on the outside. Then Len and the Tide Turns with Il Était Temps. Ben Siegel is driven along. Then Vadeli on the inside is scenic look, who's dropped away tamely. And then 6 feet apart on the run of the final flight. And here on the outside is Vauban, lays it down to Fil Dor and Len in between them. Couple of lengths to Il Était Temps and the Tide Turns. But coming to the final flight, it's Vauban who strikes the front from Fil Dor. At the last, it's Vauban up and over from Fil Dor, who dived at it. Il Était Temps was on the outside of the Tide Turns, but it's Vauban and Paul Townend from Fil Dor trying to renew an effort. But it's Vauban making a mark, jumped up in class in the Racing TV Juvenile Hurdle. A flying start for Willie Mullins, Vauban, Paul Townend score from Fil Dor, Il Était Temps, and then the Tide Turns and Len.
Well, Vauban is now as short as 2-1 for the JCB Triumph Hurdle. His owner, Rich Ricci, is here at the Dublin Racing Festival. How does it feel to be back in front of a full house, seeing your horse come in, winning a Grade 1?
It's fantastic. I'm not sure it's rock music. It's my theme song. It was brilliant. It's I can't believe the crowd with the rugby on and everything else. It's fantastic. Look, it's great to be back. The horse is good. When you saw what Pied Piper did, I was hopeful we'd come on as well. And look, he was very good there, and there's more to come. I think he'll improve from that.
And you've been saying over the last few weeks you're developing a squad of young talent. How high is he in that pecking order?
Well, I'd say he's our leading 4-year-old. We've got Gaelic Warrior, of course, who's in the betting, at the top of the betting for the Boodles. You know, we're trying. There's a lot of them at home that don't work out as well, but we're trying. You know, he'd be up there. I mean, as a 4-year-old, that's very impressive. And you know, he's won a listed race in France, and he'll probably be a dual-purpose horse for us down the road. But he's exciting.
Now, you mentioned Gaelic Warrior. You've given it away now, so this is the one up the sleeve from France with rather a nice handicap mark.
Have I given it away? He's the favourite, isn't he? I don't know if I've given it away.
I think everyone gave it away.
Well, yeah, I think that's right. Look, he's supposed to go well. I haven't seen him yet. It's my first time in Ireland in 2 years, so we'll see. But yeah, he seems to go well, and that's great.
And Mercury, your bumper winner the other day. If this is the rebuilding process, Rich, it's going pretty well.
So far, so good. But again, there's a lot at home. Injuries, you know, don't work out. For all the good ones, there's a lot of churn, to use an expression in my business. But look, we're trying. It's a fantastic game. We've been committed for 15 years now, and it continues to be pleasurable. So let's keep cracking on.
Long may it last. Rich, well done.
Thanks, Nick. Cheers.
2 Grade 1s down, 2 victories for Willie Mullins and team here at the Dublin Racing Festival. Willie, Manella Kakuna first and then Vauban. What pleased you most about each performance?
Well, I thought Danny's ride on Manila Kakuna was excellent.
Bit peachy, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't think there might be any pace, and I said to Danny, if he settles in front, do that. I didn't expect him to get those jumps out of him, and he really had him winging hurdles. And then he just settled, you know, he just paced it, got his breathers into him, went down to the next hurdle, winged them, got a few lengths, just got a breather in, and had enough in reserve for the final, you know, over the last hurdle. And I was looking for the winning post, but you know, you could see that as long as his horse kept going, he was going to win. So terrific ride, terrific performance from the horse as well.
Just going back to Manella Kakuna, Danny said you could go out and trip or back in trip. Yeah. What's your trainer's instinct on that?
I was thinking we'd be going out in trip, you know, so 2 miles and 6 there. He can do either, but you know, he's a pointer, he's bred to stay, so
he'll just keep on rolling.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point in trying to beat the speed horses. You know, it mightn't be his forte.
Vauban showed quite a smart turn of foot there between 2 out on the last flight of hurdles. How much do you think he's come on from his debut?
Well, it was all about jumping. I just said to Paul going out, if you can get him jumping, you have a great chance here. And his flat rating, you know, we know he's a smart horse, but he just has to he just has to get his jumping right. He got it right today, and I still think he's going to improve a lot more from that. So it's great to break your maiden in a Grade 1, but you know, and I think he can improve.
I mean, he's a skinny price now, as he's bound to be for the Triumph Hurdle. Do you see him being the right type of horse for that particular race?
Yeah, you know, you can get past him, it'll be good. It'll be hard to get past him, I'd say.
Now you need to shuffle this pack of 2 Mile Novice chasers. We're about to see the race. You've got loads in it. Which do you, in your heart, feel is the most talented?
I mean, Blue Lord looks the one, but the other 2 novices are very, very smart. You know, it's very windy here. It'll be interesting to see how the horses handle the wind. But you know, Saint Sam was terrific jumping here the last day. So was Hot on Couleurs. Who knows what's going to happen in a race like this? But Blue Lord, I suppose, sets the standard.
And who knows what's going to happen in the Irish Gold Cup later on. Have you asked Asterion Falange about the wind? How does he feel about it?
Wouldn't be his favourite thing now, to be quite honest.
Are you being serious?
I am, yeah. He's quirky enough without having wind going around his head. Right. It's probably the most open Gold Cup, I think, for years. It's there for everyone to play for. And there's pluses and minuses for every horse. I think it's a very open race. You could back any one of them.
Good start to the day. Well done, Willie.
Hopefully we'll keep it up. Thanks.